is Kasia. I'm from Plum Tree Housing Cooperative, and I guess I'm here to tell you a story about 8 immigrants, rebels, and how they took over a building from the richest man in Denmark and ended up planting about 100 dahlias.
Holland. Is it?
Holland, yes, you're right. And ended up planting 100 dahlias in Pelly town centre. So that's the synopsis. So Plum Tree Housing Cooperative is based in Pelly. We live in former children's home, so it's quite an interesting building. There is 8 of us, and it all started about 2 years ago when, back then we were all guardians, and the building was managed by a property guardian company that went into liquidation. And that was the crucial moment for us when we realized, wait a minute, actually we could do it much better. We're already there, we are already doing the maintenance, we actually care for the building and our surroundings, our community. So that's when the idea was born to set up a housing cooperative. And it was a very interesting journey, I would say. Lots of hours or days spent heated discussions, lots of determination for sure, and last and very important ingredient, lots of incredible amounts of help from so many kind people, and basically discovering the cooperative world. I think that was like a whole major explosion of silver lining in this journey. So so many thanks to so many people, and basically to all of you who are a part of this world and has been for many years. So thank you so much. And at this point we are quite close to in our points of negotiations with Croydon Council to actually take over the official management of the building. So that's been happening for the last 2 years. Very emotional journey, and we are at this crucial stage where it could actually happen. So we're very excited, and I think we strongly believe this is much bigger than the 8 of us living in affordable housing or in housing cooperative. So our thinking behind all of it is that it could be a great precedent. It could be used across other boroughs for Shortlife co-ops, because we're still talking about short temporary use of the building. But as we know, there's so many empty buildings across London, not only across the whole UK really, and unfortunately they either stay empty or they're being made money from by property guardian companies or private landlords, which they could be facilitated in such an incredible way by local communities, offering affordable housing and fulfilling other needs that communities have. So this is, we feel like this is really our mission, true mission. And yes, if you're interested to find out more about that, please, or supporting that mission, please come and talk to us afterwards. And I think really, yeah, the cooperatives are the ethical, affordable and the real sustainable choice. And they should be the first solution that the council should go to. And I think more councils will use that path if some steps and procedures were established across different boroughs. And that would be wonderful, we think. And especially in this unprecedented housing crisis, this is the urgent need that co-ops can fulfill. But so especially the lockdown showed us, it's not only the housing need that the co-ops need to fulfill, it's also the need to be connected to your local communities and also to nature. So that's where our outreach program came into, which I think our cooperative is quite funny. Everything happened a bit upside down, a bit other way around. Like we set up a housing cooperative because we wanted to stay in our building, not because we were a group of friends thinking, oh yeah, it would be quite cool to have a housing cooperative. No, we actually needed that housing cooperative to happen. And we realized we needed support of our local community. So, okay, we could say, yeah, we actually enjoyed those projects and we believed in them, but it all started because we had to do them, because it was our survival. And on that way, we discovered like amazing people in our local community. It's all started with setting up a edible garden next to our house, which we started growing different vegetables. We invited a local scout group to plant some seeds and grow some flowers. We had a permaculture workshop. We set up seed bank as well. So go sit banks, yes, free seats for everyone. And then it started growing further. We actually, like you mentioned, connected with some local organizations in our area, and we started noticing that basically organically, people, I think it's happening everywhere. People have that need of doing something rather than waiting for the council to clean it up, for the council to plant some flowers or sort the housing. People are just impatient, and especially, I think that was especially visible during the lockdown, when people were trapped in the houses or in the really just local vicinity, that they wanted to talk to other people, and if something needed doing, if the road was not repaired, well, that's a bit too big job, but things that they could do physically themselves, they were just going out and doing, and that's how we found out so many other activists in our area, and we've decided, oh, let's clean up Penley a little bit. Let's see what public spaces could be utilized in a better way, and what skills do we have as a co-op in our members that we could share with the community. And we started planting more plants at Penley Library, and at this point we didn't have any funding, so with so many developments happening just down the road we live, we went to the local builder and said, before you destroy all those houses and all those plants, could we have those plants pretty please? And they were flexible enough to say, okay, fine, don't hurt yourself, but yeah, go ahead. So we've discovered like amazing sorts of over 100 bulbs of dahlias, which we just started digging, taking them to the Pearly Cross, and the scouts were planting them every Saturday. And then big shrubs, whatever we could put our hands on. And there were free plants, yes, there was the sweat and a bit of effort, but we transplanted those plants. Pearly Library, something started happening. I think it changes the optics. People care more, because even if they planted something, that's like a little baby, okay, don't put the rubbish here, it's nice, don't touch it, yeah, don't destroy it. But even people just stopping on the way when we were working, such amazing feedback. It gives that sense of pride to the community. And we've met some amazing people, like this young lady Ellie she's from Iran, and she came here to visit her sister or to study, but she was quite a little bit depressed. It was lockdown, she didn't know anyone, and she said just looking out of the window to the flowers just made her feel better, and she ended up joining our group. And now over the last 2 years the group started growing. We applied for some funding, we were able to create more planting beds together, and we have like a little group that waters the plants regularly, and it's just really wonderful feeling. And yeah, I think that's really core message for us, that co-ops really can be this glue in a community, this little product saying, oh, this could be done, this is the way, maybe we don't need that much money, we just meet together, drink some coffee, maybe put some plants, maybe pick some litter, and it just makes me feel so much better, because affordable housing, definitely, but also connecting with each other, connecting with nature, being outdoor. I think those are really, really big points for us, and it's empowering communities and as well as individuals. So if you want to find out more how we got the money, we can tell you, or the plans, anything, let us know, come talk to us. And of course I forgot, we brought some nasturtium from our edible garden, and all the parts of this plant are edible. They have lots of vitamin C, and they fight cold and boost your immune system, so please just eat them. They wash, pass them around, and thank you so much.